everyone. We will start the webinar at 12. Please take a break and wait for the start. Thanks. Thank you for coming on time. We will begin shortly in 2 minutes. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Hanting from Phillip Nova. Welcome to today's lunchtime webinar. Today, we are sharing on how you can access and track high-quality trending signals using a free trending tools available on Phillip MT5. Phillip Nova strategist Lin Jun King will be your speaker for today. Junki's main area of expertise is in forex with a focus on major pairs. As part of forex bullion desk, he specializes in business development of products and platforms to support clients' trading needs. Of course, if anyone here has any questions during this webinar, you are welcome to send them to the question box at any time. At the end of the webinar, we will try our best to respond to them. Without further ado, let us welcome Juki.
Hi, thank you, Hunting, for the introduction. Very good afternoon to ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jinkit, and we really thank you for tuning in during our lunchtime on a Friday to listen to our webinar with the title of Access High Quality Trade Ideas with our trading tools on Phillip MT5. Okay, so my name is Jinkit once again, and we hope that you can learn a bit about our platform, our tools from today's webinar. Okay, before we begin, I'd like to go through this disclaimer very briefly. So basically, whatever that we will cover during today's presentation, it is merely for educational purposes only. The purpose of this is to get you a bit more familiar with some of these free tools that you can download on your MT5, in order to enhance your trading experience. So therefore, it wouldn't, it wouldn't be any form of investment advice. This is not financial advice, because we don't take into your personal investment objectives, financial situation, or any risk appetite. Okay, so just take this as an educational session. All right. Next up, let us look at the outline of today's sharing session. Okay, so mainly we will be sharing on on two trading tools that we have. The first one is the Trading Central Indicator tools. All right, so that is the first provider that we have. And secondly, I would be talking to you about Acuity Signal Center, which is a very cool trading tool that you can download, which will allow you to follow some trade signals very seamlessly. Okay, so the first portion would be a brief introduction. And secondly, I would guide you through on how to download these plugins from our website. Okay, so a bit of spoiler, it is actually a very simple step. So this segment is going to be rather short, like 1 or 2 minutes, and it's done. You can start using the plugin already. Okay, next up, I would guide you through on how you can launch and navigate these trading tools within your MT5. Okay, so some of the things, the key takeaways that we hope you can walk away with today is learn how to trade on all these free trade signals that we have on this platform. Okay, and secondly, we also want to introduce to you this very cool feature where it allows you to monitor and act on economic events in a very different way as compared to your traditional economic calendar. Okay, and lastly, we would also, if we have time, we will go through on how you can identify some support or resistance level easily using some of the other Trading Central tools. Okay, and at the end of this session, we will also have something very exciting to share with you, whereby it's January already, it's almost Chinese New Year, therefore we have something interesting, like some kind of perks to share with you. So we hope that you stay through the end, and also hope that you can benefit from this incentive that we have to offer at the end of this session. Okay, all right, coming to this first trading tool that we have, right? It is the Signal Center by Acuity. Okay, so what is it? It is actually a plugin-based MT5 trading tool that generates trading ideas, okay, using a combination of AI technology as well as a human-led analysis. Okay, essentially what it aims to do, or what we hope that this tool that can bring to our clients are, it helps you simplify your decision-making process, because when you start trading, You have to put in a lot of time to do your own research, you have to draw your own lines, do your own technical analysis. So with this tool integrated into the platform, it can help you simplify this decision-making process before you place a trade. Okay, this tool, it combines some really experienced human-led analysis. Okay, they couple that or complement that with their own AI technology to conduct some really deep analysis on the markets while drawing on professional trading expertise to deliver to you some transparent trade ideas that will support beginner traders as well as advanced traders. Okay, so this is for everyone. Okay, this tool. And then also we want to note that these trade signals that this tool is pumping out, they are all authorized and regulated by the UK Financial Conduct Authority. Okay, as we know, if we want to look for trade signals, there are always many places online, you know, maybe on Facebook or Telegram, or sometimes even some random websites. So these are all the trade signals that people tend to go and find out there, but at times these are not really credible. They are not regulated in any way, so they can just anyhow give you some levels. There's no accountability, any like that. Okay, but this one, what we have here from Signal Center, they are all regulated. Okay, so they've gone under strict regulation and scrutiny in order to come up with these compliant trade signals. Okay, so that's one thing that we hope our traders can benefit from. Okay, moving on with more points on this Signal Center by Acuity, we always think that this tool, it brings us three main benefits as from the way we say it. Okay, the first one is that it offers to us very clear calls to action. Okay, so each trade idea that they give out, they would actually consist of clear target levels. Okay, so they will tell you when to enter, when to take profit, and when to stop loss. They also have with for you confidence ratings, as well as all these trade ideas would receive continuous updates. Okay, so very clear call to action. You know exactly what they're asking you to do. Secondly, transparent strategies. So every trade idea that they give out, they don't only give the levels. They give you also a few lines of the strategies or the rationale behind all these trade ideas. Okay, so for those of you who are already good at analysis, so you can also see what all these the full-time professionals are thinking. Okay, you can take reference from there and also compare to yours. And for those of us who are still trying out or this trading, we are still new, this is a very good platform for us to just read what the professionals say, and across time we are able to see through the thinking process and to learn from the best in this way. Okay, so secondly, that was the transparent strategies that you will see with every trade ideas. The third one, performance monitoring. Okay, so every trade signal that they give out, they actually keep track of it. So it's either they close the trade idea went live, that means it was triggered, it went into a profit, it went to a loss, or it didn't get triggered at all. Okay, so you will know exactly how each of these trade signals work, right? So it somehow also gives you peace of mind knowing that you can see the track record. Okay, before you place any trade here, you can also browse through the past history. Okay, so from here on, you have to make your own decision if you want to place trades. And also, ultimately, we also want to encourage responsible trading. That means we provide you whatever we can, but at the end of the day, you make your own decision. Okay, but we try our best to give you some really quality resources. Okay, so that is the first tool that I'm going to talk about. Very interesting. And secondly, I want to talk about this Trading Central indicators. Okay, so Trading Central, it has a few tools under its product offering. Okay, so the first one right here is called the Trading Central Economic Insight. Okay, so what it aims to do is that it helps us monitor, anticipate, and act on market moving events. All right. So what it provides is some actionable real-time data, along with some the powerful impact and volatility analysis tools. Okay, and also they have some interactive charting that enables us to identify and assess how all the macroeconomic or economic events are affecting particular specific forex pairs. Okay, so they provide, they do analysis on volatility, price direction, excuse me, and then it helps us to have some timely and educated decisions. Okay, so that's what this tool aims to do. And by the way, right now I'm just giving you this very basic introduction. Later on, I will actually go into the platform and demonstrate to you how to use them. Okay, so right now it is just the description. Okay, the second tool under Trading Central, it is called the Trading Central Market Bus, right? Essentially what this is that it's a news aggregator. Okay, this is more for fundamental analysis, whereby you will read news, read about sentiment, read about the things that people are talking about in the market. Okay, because whenever you like, I'm not sure if you guys have experience. I'm pretty sure you guys have. When you want to research on a company, when you want to research on a particular stock, you go and Google. There's always too much information out there, too many articles from too many different sources, and some are not even that reliable. Okay, so what this market bus does is that it scans through all the reliable or credible news or article sources online. They consolidate for you. So that means when you go into this particular stock page, right, you will see all the news that is related to this particular stock only. Okay, not only that, it also uses AI to analyze all these articles, okay, and comes up with this sentiment analysis. So they'll be able to tell you if the market is feeling, the market sentiment is a bit more bearish, it's a bit more bullish. And then interestingly, it can also tell you right away at this current moment or in the past 24 hours, what topics are people actually talking about in the market. Okay, so at one glance, you know, oh, so a lot of people are talking about this particular topic, that particular topic. Okay, you don't have to go through one by one. Okay, so that is the description of the tools, of the few main tools that we are going to share today. And right now, I would move on to share with you how you can find out more about this, find out more about these tools yourself, as well as how to download them. Okay, so for me to do that, allow me a couple seconds to do a screen switch to share. Okay. All right. I believe that you guys are seeing my computer screen right now. Okay. So when you want to find out more about this trading tools, very simple. Simply go to our Phillip Nova website, phillipnova.com.sg. Okay, once you're on our page already, you can go to the platform tab on the top, right? Platform tab, you move down, Phillip MT5 suite. Okay, you click on it. All right, once you click on it, you would arrive at our MT5 page. So this is a page where you'll be able to see all the information or all the key information about our trading, our zero commission trading platform right here. Okay, if you scroll down further, all right, you would see some introduction of these trading tools that we have. Okay, so these are, I've covered some of these points. So this is a description about single center by Acuity. This is another description by, Trading Central indicators, okay, and all that. So to download and to look at the user guide on how to use this or how to download this, you see this orange button here. Okay, so download Acuity Single Center plugin and user guide. Okay, download Trading Central indicators and download TC Market Bus login. So you'll be able to download them here straight away. Okay, and the downloading process is rather straightforward. It's very easy. Okay, and at this point, I also want to share that the download link for everything Trading Central, it is only one link. Okay, so let's say if you have downloaded this Trading Central indicators or this button here, so basically it would be the same file as the button down here. Okay, so you only have to download one of the Trading Central tools. Okay, so that's Trading Central. For today's sharing session, I'd like to highlight a bit more into Signal Center by Acuity. Okay, so let's go on to open this button, to click on this button, download Acuity Single Center plugin. Okay, so you click on it, you have a pop-up that appears here. Okay, so this is the user guide. Okay, I'll go through step by step here. This would only take like a minute, very fast. Before you start download process, just make sure that your Phillip MT5, your MT5 desktop is logged into Phillip Nova account. Okay, as you know, Phillip MetaTrader is a very popular trading platform. A lot of brokers offer it, but currently in Singapore, we are the first and only broker that offers this Signal Center by Acuity. Okay, so let's say if you're having some other brokerage account on MT5, you wouldn't be able to download and use this. Okay, so make sure that you have a Phillip Nova trading account on your MT5. Okay, so once that's done, you are to click on this link. Okay, run the installer by clicking on this link. So click on this link. Very quickly, a pop-up window will appear asking if you want to download. Okay, so you click next. Then it will also just ask another question where you want to download. Click install. Okay, so one step, two step. and after that, it will congratulate you for successfully downloading this. It's very straightforward. Click finish. That's done. That's done. Basically, the tool is done already. All you have to do now is to just restart your MT5, okay, and you would be able to find these trading tools under your navigator panel, okay. All right, now I would switch back to my MT5 platform to demonstrate to you how to launch and use this tool. Okay. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is our Phillip MetaTrader 5 platform. Okay. Out of all the participants today, I am not sure how many of you are new to us or how many of you are already existing clients. But for today's sharing purpose, just another note here, we won't be covering how to navigate MT5 in general. Okay, so we won't be showing you how to use MT5 in general. We would only be focusing on how you can use these tools on MT5. Okay, so let's say if you're a new client to us, you haven't used this platform before, you can go onto our website. Okay, there are plenty of resources up there, some user guide videos that will guide you very easily on how to operate around this platform. Okay, and also as an introduction, Phillip MT5, we are a zero commission Forex and CFD trading platform. Okay, so from here you can trade a wide range of Forex at very competitive spread, also a wide range of contract for differences contracts here. Okay, all right. Coming back to the trading tool. Okay, once you have downloaded the trading tool, you have restarted your trading platform. Okay, you'll be able to find it under here. Okay, navigator panel. Okay, on the left here, you go on to expert advisors, you expand it. Okay, expand it, expert advisors. Okay, right now you are to launch the, let's start with single center. Okay, very easily you click on this, you drag and drop it to a chart. Okay, drag, drop. At this point, make sure that you allow algo trading. Okay, and you would know why later. Okay, allow algo trading, make sure it's ticked, and click OK. So this would okay, I gotta change my screen sharing option because there's a pop-up. Okay, so this trading tool would appear in the form of a pop-up. Okay, so here you see this is the signal center by Acuity, right? Let me expand this for illustration purpose. Okay, yeah, so this is the main page of our signal center by Acuity. Every tile or every box that you see here, they are actually one trade signal. Okay, so as you can see from here, there are signals on different asset classes. Okay, there are signals on Forex, commodities, also like some stocks and indices CFD. Okay, so let's go through one by one how you can view. Okay, so this is like the basic tile view. Okay, so aside from the tile view, you can also see in the list view. Right, click on the button here. Okay, list view. All right, and then let's go through one by one here. You are able to configure how you want to see this. Right now, what I have chosen is for this tool to appear in a separate window. Okay, so let's say if you prefer like display in the chart window, it would just be within MT5. Okay, so you are able to adjust that. Okay, from here you can play around with the confidence level, some filtering, asset classes. As you can see, you can choose between different asset classes of things that you can trade on MT5. You can also select on the status of this different trade signals. Okay, and for those of you who are more comfortable in Mandarin, the good news is that this trading tool also offers in Mandarin. Okay, both simplified and traditional Mandarin. You are able to switch them. Okay. All right, so let's go through one by one. So now I'm showing on a list view, a column by column. You are able to see what kind of market that this trade idea is about. Forex, CFDs, share CFD. All right, direction. You'll be able to know if it's a sell or buy kind of signal. Very clear call to action. Entry level, okay, entry point, target point, stop point, and also the duration. Okay, so this duration you will be able to see intraday or short term. From what I experienced, normally the trade signals on Forex, they tend to be intraday. Okay, so let's say they publish a trade idea this morning, so it would be it will be set to expire sometime later today. It's always within a day. But if you look at other trade signals or maybe share CFD or indices CFD, these tend to be a bit longer term, relatively longer term, like from days up to weeks, or sometimes even a couple of months. Okay, so this is for you to take note. Next up, you are able to see, excuse me. Next up, you are able to see the confidence level of each of these trade signals. So this confidence level was actually derived from a number of different metrics. One of it is also, like I mentioned just now, each of these trade ideas, they are generated by AI as well as some human intervention. Okay, so they are all generated by some analysts, and this confidence level would somehow take reference the past, the historical success of this trader or this technical analyst. Okay, and then they also factor that into this confidence level. Aside from that, they also look at the strength of the pattern or whatever technical indicator they're using. So depending on the strength, the historical performance of that analyst, they derive this confidence level for you to take reference. So does it mean that the lower the level of confidence level, the lesser the chance that the trade signal will get triggered into profit? No. From our experience, our observation, no. So some of this low confidence level, they could also give you like a good profit lah. So it would actually become profitable. Okay, so this is just an additional thing for you to consider. Okay, so for your own discretion. All right. On the status at the end here, you can see what kind of orders that pending orders that they're advocating for. Sell limit, buy stop. And whenever the entry level, the entry price has been triggered, what you would see here is that the status would change into live trade. Okay, this means that the level is already hit. Okay, it's live trading now. Okay, and then if you scroll down, so this is what I mean by the performance monitoring. Okay, every day they pump out like I think 20 to 30 trade signals. Okay, and all these are conditional. Like all these are pending orders, so it only gets triggered when the entry level is hit. Okay, so whenever the entry level does not get hit before the expiry date, it would expire. Okay, so all these expired, these are the ones that have expired and not come true, so it didn't become a live trade at all. Okay, and you're also able to monitor the performance. So some of these, they were triggered and they closed for a loss. Okay, and if you scroll down further, you can somehow just look at the history of it lah. Okay, because what we gotta say is that they pump up a lot on every day. Okay, so chances are that there's quite a number of them that go expire lah. So we believe that you can look into each of these trade signals. Okay, if you do your own analysis, if their analysis is also in line with the market views, okay, so you can give it a try and also try to put some trades there. Okay. All right, so this one, it varies from day to day. Every day the performance is different. Sometimes you will see a lot more close for a profit. Sometimes you will see a lot more close for a loss. Sometimes you will see a lot more expire, like what we are seeing here today. So essentially what we want to say is that you are able to track the historical performance of all this, in your own judgment. Okay. All right, I'll move back to this tile view. Okay. If we want to zoom into a particular one, we can very simply, but let's choose one that we want to take a look. So let's try this first one right here. Okay, when you click on this this tile right here, okay, so what you will see on your screen is purely on this trade signal. Okay, let's go through one by one. At the top, you are able to see the price. This is the price at the time when this trade signal was published. Okay, and you are able to see the sentiment, the short-term news sentiment on the Kiwi dollar is 44% positive, and it's a bit more bearish. Okay, so you can see here, sentiment is a bit more bearish already. Okay, next up, you are able to see the levels. Okay, so you can see all these levels in multiple touch points. So 0.63 is entry level, sell limit. Target 1, target 2, stop level, confidence level. Okay, so let's look at this market chart right here. And this is actually one of the things that I really like about this tool, is that whenever they tell you sell limit, they give you a graphical illustration of how it actually works. Okay, I understand for those, many of us who are just starting on this, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop. These kind of pending orders, they are very hard to illustrate, very hard to imagine in the beginning. Okay, very hard to learn in the beginning, at least for me. Okay, so what this does is that when it says sell limit, it tells you that immediately, okay, you are setting a sell order at a price that is higher than market price, okay? So you see market price is here, the entry price is up here, okay? And then once the prices reaches this, it will trigger a sell order. Okay, so that's a sell limit order, right? Okay, very interesting. So you see the green part is of course, the TP, take profit. So 0.63, you enter here, okay, it will set a take profit for you at 0.61, and then a stop loss will also be set at 0.64. Okay, and then I also want to share that all this, this stop loss and take profit level, they are all under this risk management rule called the risk reward ratio. So it would never be more risky than one part of risk to two part of rewards lah. So the risk reward is at least 1 to 2. Okay, so at times you will see 1 to 3 or even higher. Okay, so risk management wise, so they have already put in place for you in terms of risk reward ratio. Okay, moving on. Okay, you can see when these trade signals they are published. Okay, so for this one, it was published yesterday. So for information, the MT5 timing and this timing that you see here, they are the same. Okay, and they're different from Singapore timing. The timing that is displayed here and MT5, they are UTC +2, also GMT +2. Okay, so at least you know that if you place an order here, the time that you're seeing here, it is the same as your MT5 timing. Okay, so that's the timing that you know when it's published, when it will expire. And along with that, you would also see some brief write-up. Okay, so here it tells you that the previous support is located at 0.62. Okay, the previous support is 0.62. The previous resistance is located here. They tell that the bias is to break to the downside. That's the analysis for you. And they are advocating for a sell limit because the risk reward would be quite poor to call a sell from current levels. Okay, because they believe that it's going to go up. So to put a sell now, the risk reward is a bit unfavorable. Okay, and then they also say that a move through 0.62 would confirm a bearish momentum. Okay, so this is only the commentaries on this particular chart on this particular day. If you look through other trade ideas, sometimes the description is longer, sometimes it is shorter, so it really depends on case by case basis. All right. Next up, you can also see some next volatility events that are happening to this this currency pair. Okay, you would know. Also, they show you some of the support and resistance level. Okay, so now I have demonstrated to you the basic, or rather all this information here. And now you may be asking, so this trade idea is right in front of me. How do I follow it? Very simple. You see this blue button right here. This is a brilliant function. The blue button right here, once you click on it, here immediately your order ticket is is out. Okay, and even more fantastically, it fills in all the information for you, including the symbol, the type of pending order, the entry price, the stop loss level, as well as the take profit level, as well as the expiry date. Okay, so it doesn't just, it's not like you follow then it will just run forever. It also has built in an expiry date for you. If the price doesn't hit the entry price at this expiration date, it would automatically expire. Okay, so at this point, the only decision that you have to make is the volume that you like to trade. Okay, so from here by default, it is put to 0.01 because this is the minimum tradable volume. Okay, so if any fat finger happens, at least you're trading a very small amount. They wouldn't put in like 10 lots by default. That would be a bit risky, right? So they've put in the minimum tradable volume there. So it depends on your account size or your trading plan, your risk appetite, how much you want to trade. So that would be up to you. And that's the only thing that you have to make a decision for now. Okay. Once you're putting the volume already, you simply have to click on this place. All right. This is how it should work. It says the order was created successfully. Okay. And what this does is that it links directly back to your MT5. Okay, so now if we launch back our MT5, you would be able to see your pending order appears at your trade tab. Okay, so because it's a pending order, so therefore it would be under this pending order tab lah. So once this entry price is hit, only it will move up to this into a live trade. Okay, So I think after that, beyond this point, everything is just within MT5 now. So you can close it like you would, and also when it reach the stop loss or take profit level, it will automatically execute for you. Okay. And at this point, you remember just now when we were launching, I was saying that we need to enable algo trading up here. We need to enable algo trading because essentially this is it uses the algo trading function to link up this expert advisor, this EA, which is Acuity Signal Center, to the MT5. So you need to enable algo trading in order for your ticket to go through. Okay, so back. All right, so maybe just try to look at other kind of contracts that we have here on Phillip MT5. Here is a trade idea on Beyond Meat share CFD. As you can see here, this is a trade idea that was published last year, and it lasts for a month to expire at later this month. Okay, so you are very encouraged to just browse around here and to look at different trade ideas. Okay, and right now what you are seeing here may be a bit restricted or maybe a bit less, is because our provider, they are based in the UK, they are based in Europe, so therefore so like I said, these are all done by them, by human analysts. So we would typically on every day we would receive the first round of trade signals at the beginning of the European session. Okay, so which is sometime in the afternoon, like 2 to 3 p.m. Singapore time. Then we will see you will start seeing all the new trade ideas for the day start streaming in. Okay, so right now what we are seeing here is mostly for from yesterday. Okay, so maybe today around 2 3 p.m. you will start seeing a lot more of all these trade ideas coming in. Okay, I think that is all for this first trading tool. Okay, I hope I've explained it clearly and you're able to familiarize yourself with this, and we encourage you to, on your own time, download this and place a few trades. Okay, that was the Acuity Signal Center. Next up, I would move on to introduce to you some trading tools that we have provided by Trading Central. Okay, so very similarly, you go through the same downloading process. Okay, hold on, let me close this window. Okay, to launch it, it is a similar way also. You go to the navigator panel, go to under expert advisors, go to Signal Center Trade Ideas. Okay, you drag. Oh, sorry, I'm blur. Okay, you go to Trading Central. Okay, you go to Trading Central, drag, drop on this chart, click yes, click OK, and then within a few seconds, a pop-up window should appear. Okay, so this is a pop-up window. All right, at the moment, I want to introduce you to the second and the third tab. Okay, so let's ignore the first tab here. The first tool that I'm going to share now right here, it is called Economic Insight. Okay, you remember just now I mentioned that the downloading tools, so the download link for the Market Bus and Economic Insight, they're the same link. So this is what I mean by you download one, then you're able to access all the tools within it. Okay, so let's start with Economic Insight. All right, so this is it. This is the main page of Economic Insight. Essentially what it is an enhanced version of the typical economic calendar. It's a economic calendar on steroids with a lot more ability for you to check on past analysis that this tool has already done for you. Okay, let's start by the basic functions like sorting. Okay, you are able to sort the events by in terms of the chronology or the time sequence of it. So what I've chosen now, it is recent and next. So we are seeing these events that have recently happened, okay, and then also the next event that will be happening, right? Okay, if you play around, you can go on to today. You're only looking at the event that is going to happen today. Move on to tomorrow, this week, next week, or this month, and all that. So basically, you are able to zoom in and zoom out at different time period to look at the economic events for those times. Okay, so this is it. Okay, you get to choose the time. Next up, you get to also select the importance level of all these events that you want to see. Okay, so right now what I've chosen here is medium and high. So you can feel free to play around. So let's check back medium and high. Okay, the event type. Okay, I've also enabled. I'm just looking at economic events now. So I just tick on this economic event. All right, next up, very useful function is also you'll be able to filter all these events based on the countries. So mostly if you're trading the majors, these would be the EU and then also the G7 nations lah. So the G7, the EU, basically, and also let's include US. Okay, so basically if you're trading the majors, these are pretty much the countries that you'd be looking at. Okay, so these are the sorting functions that you are able to use on this platform. Next up, let's move on to the main panel of this trading tool. It is the economic calendar. Okay, just like an ordinary economic calendar, but more. Okay, you are able to see the time of it happening. You are able to see the country. You are able to see the event, importance level, the actual forecast and previous stats. Okay, and at this point, the time here is actually synchronized to Singapore timing. Okay, for your reference, it is Singapore timing that you're seeing here. Okay, so you see all these upcoming events that they have here. Let's choose one, and maybe we look at the European zone EU inflation rate. Okay, or anything. Okay, so just here. Okay, if you click on this event, you will be able to right away have a glimpse or snapshot of what this economic event is about. Okay, so for for experienced traders, it's always a good recap, to find out more about these stats. And for those of us who are still new, still learning about forex trading, you can come in here and read all about these events. Okay, so basically you can click on each of this and to know what are they and what it actually means for this forex pairs. Okay, and then you also see that they have highlighted different currency pairs. So in this case, it is euro dollar. So all these events here, they would have an impact on euro dollar, the currency pair. Okay, so this is it, the introduction. You are able to see a lot more of this event by clicking on one of four of these buttons here. Okay, let's start with event chart. Click on event chart. Okay, right here. So this is actually a graphical or chart depiction of the historical actual versus forecast data for this particular economic event. Okay, so the yellow box is actually the forecasted figure, and then the purple solid box is actually the actual data. Okay, so from here you can see that through February till July, the actual stats has consistently performed above consensus. Okay, then this is I think this is a match. Then this one has for September and October, it had also performed above forecast. Okay, and November we start seeing that it dipped below the forecast. Okay, so there's one way that you can see very clearly one glance in the past, they perform above or below the market consensus. Okay, event chart. Secondly, you can move on to the price chart here. So this is where you will be able to see the price movements after the announcement of all this data. Okay, so on this chart here, each of this diamond here actually symbolizes the announcement of the stats. Okay, if you put your cursor, hover it around, you can see the actual versus the forecast. So everything is here for you to see very clearly, and you are able to see actual forecast. After that, how did the price react? Okay, actual forecast stats here at the top left corner. Then you can see how the prices actually move. Okay, on the right side here, you can also just scroll down and see look back in hindsight the past performance. Okay, so this is the price chart. Okay, next up we go to the volatility. Okay, give it a second. Volatility here, basically you are looking at the historical impacts of all these economic events on the currency pair. Okay, also there's also a timeline. So right now we are looking at this inflation rate year on year on and its impact on the euro dollar. Okay, euro dollar is what we have chosen 1 hour after the event. Okay, so after the announcement of the event, 1 hour later, what happens? 30 minutes later, what happens? 4 hours later, what happens? So you are able to choose that. So let's say 4 hours. Okay, and then right here you can see, so basically for the past 1 year, also here it summarizes for you 8 events. So 8 out of the past 12 events, the prices actually ended lower after 4 hours after this event. Okay, so you can see 4 hours here. Okay, and only in 4 events, the prices actually moved above were actually bullish lah. Okay, so from here you can see in terms of was it bullish or bearish after the event, and you are also able to see the volatility of all these events. So you can see it by as they measure with average range, the true range, okay, in the measurement of pips. Okay. Of course, here you can also do a bit of sorting. You can only highlight the months where the actual figure was above forecast or the actual figure was below forecast. You are able to choose and they highlight to you in one glass straight away. Okay, and moving on to the last tab here, which is the impact. Okay, so this is pretty interesting. It tells you right away after the event, 1 hour later, so this is what I've chosen. 1 hour later, the prices actually move from here to here. Okay, and you are able to see right after the event, like how did it, interact, how did it react, and ended up at this point 1 hour later. Of course, you can also play around with different timing. So 4 hours later, so you can see that it is pretty much unchanged. Okay. Okay, you can also play around with the currency that you want to look at. Maybe Euro SGD, anything. Okay, so this is also, you are able to see the impact of all these currency pairs after these events. Okay. Okay, of course, you can also look at the previous event. So what we are seeing here is the most latest event that was last published. You can look back to the past events to see how they reacted, and even past events, basically as far back as you like to go. So all this would form part and parcel of your own analysis if you're trading around economic events. Okay, so this is it for the economic calendar. All right, economic calendar. Of course, there's a lot more events. So I think the big one that will happening this week is the non-farm payroll for December. Okay, so I think this would be potential a huge news that all of us will pay attention to if you're trading the forex market and non-farm payroll from the US. Okay, so this is the economic insight. I'll move on to the next tool that I will share today. It is the Trading Central Market Buzz. Okay, Trading Central Market Buzz. Okay, right after you have launched, so this is what you would see right away. It would come to you, it would display in the form of, hold on, you should be able to actually view full screen, but I'm not quite familiar with this piece right now. I'm not able to do that. But if you view it in the full screen, it should be much easier to see. But hold on, let me play around with the screen sharing options. Okay, that is a bit better at least. Okay, this is the Trading Central Market Buzz. All right, so essentially it aims to highlight to you at the current moment, in the past 24 hours, which are the assets that are buzzing. So hence the name Market Buzz. Okay, so it measures the buzz around each asset based on the news and publications that is available online. So the bigger the bubble here, it means that the more things are happening on all these assets. You see, if you hover over, you see that Tesla Inc. CFD, for the past 24 hours, there were 739 mentions online. Okay, and also if you talk about the crude oil, there were also many topics around it. You talk about SPX, talk about Amazon. So basically, you can just feel free to hover around, and then you'll be able to see how buzzing they are. Okay, this is one way to look at it, the bubble. Okay, I mean, myself included, I get a bit disturbed by seeing this view. It may not be very comfortable looking. It is intuitive, but it's not, doesn't seem very nice to some of us. So I would prefer maybe going on to this table view here. You can switch a different view. Okay, so from here you can see very clearly in the glance. So what are the stocks that are being talked about right now, and how many publications or how hot are they currently at the moment? Okay, and then you are able to what we are seeing here. We have this team called Phillip Nova. That means we have highlighted for you all the symbols that are available on our platform. Okay, so what you're seeing here, you can trade all of that on our platform. Okay, you can also look at sorting out based on different time frame. So what I have chosen here is the past 24 hours. Okay, so let's say if you choose the past 7 days, it would be different. It would look different. Okay, so of course the publication would be a bit more because you're looking at the past 7 days. Okay, so let's stick to 24 hours for now. Okay, so let's zoom into one particular one. Tesla is an interesting one. Okay. Okay, give it a few seconds to load. Okay, so this is Tesla. This is the page on Tesla Market Buzz. So what we are seeing here is basically the overall mentions. Right now, you can see that it is buzzing. So this is somehow like a meter, lah. Okay. So when the meter, when the dot is at the middle here, it means that the buzziness or the buzz of it is around average. So what we are seeing now, it is actually above average. So you can see it's high here on the meter is above average. It's considered very buzzing. You are able to see this news. There are 84% from news, 14% from web, that means like online articles, and then there are just 2% that are from social media. I think they refer to Twitter. Okay, so you are able to see the split between the sources I've always mentioned. Okay, and they also provide you a trend analysis. So it concisely conveys you the key technical details of an asset. So the prices may fall. So this is the figure that they give out to you. So they have a bearish outlook on this. Okay, and moving on to the right side, this is where they have put up all the relevant stocks, also all the relevant news regarding to this stock. Okay, all the relevant news regarding to this stock. So what we are seeing here, see Tesla cars now are over 40% cheaper in China than US as prices cut again. Tesla slashes Model 3 and Model Y prices in China for second time in 3 months. So basically, all at the current point, all the relevant information about this stock, you're able to see them in one glass. You may just scroll through. And also, if you notice, all these news these sources, they are all reputable sources. So you have Straits Times, CNBC, MarketWatch, okay, Bloomberg, okay, and all this Yahoo. So basically, you are looking at all of the filtered and quality and reliable news sources right here. Okay, and based on all these news sources, they have an AI that will tell you, oh, so these are the most discussed topics at the moment. So a lot of people are talking about the price target decrease, revenue decrease, price target. So there's some people talking about price target increase, and there's also topics about product release. Okay, so once again, this would be different across different stocks that you're looking at. It will be different. Okay, so maybe let's try to see another symbol that we have here. Amazon. Okay. Okay, wow. So you see, wow, Amazon, the biggest topic I think all of us have seen over the past 2 days is also Amazon will be cutting more than 18,000 jobs, says its CEO. Okay, immediately, just without reading the news, okay, right here, guys, ladies and gentlemen, you're able to see on this most discussed topic here on the left that people are talking about layoffs. Okay, people are talking about layoffs, expenses down, earnings decrease, ownership decrease, strike, and all that. So in one glance, you really can tell what is going on around this stock. Okay, so this is one useful tool that we hope would help you in your own fundamental analysis. So be it if you're trading share CFD or commodity CFD, or you are also investing in stocks with Phillip Nova. So this tool would be a useful addition for you. Okay, so I think now I have completed the basic introduction of this tool. Let me hop back to my PowerPoint slide to go through some information. Okay, all right, I'd like to go through a few FAQ very quickly. First of all, the question is all these single center available on mobile? Currently, they are only available on Phillip MT5 desktop. Okay, so on mobile, you wouldn't be able to access this. And secondly, is it difficult or tedious to download this tool plugin? The answer is no. I've demonstrated just now. It is really, go to our website, go to the page. In like 2 to 3 clicks and restart your platform up and running, you will be able to use these very cool features already. Okay, and the third question we get asked a lot is that, do you have to pay for this plugin? The good news for Phillip Nova is all these training tools that you have here, you can use it for free. Okay, no additional cost. As long as you have an account with us, you are able to use this for free. Okay, And the next up, is this tool available on demo and live accounts? Okay, because I like to talk about the Trading Central tools, so like Economic Insight, the Market Bus. These are available on both demo and live accounts. Okay, but the Acuity Signal Center, which is the tool that you can use to follow trade ideas, that is now only available on live accounts. Okay, so if you have a live account already, if you're an existing client, very good. You can just go onto the website, download it. You can start using it already. Okay, for demo users, right now you will be seeing very restricted signals on the on the tool. Let's say if you open it. So to access the full feature, excuse me, for demo users who wishes to use a full feature, very simple. You can just open an account with us. So to open an account with us is free. You can open a Phillip MT5 account. Once you have a live account, you can also access it very freely. So basically, that there's not much barrier for even new clients or existing clients for use. Very easy. You can use it for free. Okay. And last one is, where can I read more about this Acuity Signal Center? You can read more about all these tools. So not in the Acuity Signal Center. You can go to our website, go to platform, and go to Phillip MetaTrader 5 page, and you can read about this already. Okay, so at this point, let me try to see if we have any question. Okay, so we have a question here. If you switch to trading view, MT5 still can trade or not? Okay, so I think the answer from this, so I think context for everybody, Phillip Nova, we have recently just introduced our trading on Trading View. Okay, you guys know that Trading View is a very popular trading community. It's a trading site where you can go on there and place trades. They're very cool charting features. So right now, if you have a Phillip Nova account, okay, at this point, I just want to make a clarification. So Phillip Nova, we are a company, right? Under Phillip Nova, we have two kind of trading platforms that you can sign up for. First, the platform is called Phillip Nova, where you can trade cash stocks, futures, forex. Okay, so this is a place where you trade stocks and futures and forex. So if you have a Phillip Nova account, you are able to log in to Trading View with your Phillip Nova account, and you will be able to trade directly from Trading View. Okay, so on the other hand, the second platform that we've been talking about for the past 1 hour, it is Phillip MetaTrader 5. So it is not connected to Trading View. Okay, so if you have a Phillip MT5 account, you can only trade on MT5 at the moment. Okay. Okay. Next up, I see another question of how does one know if she has opened a DeNova account. I think you can try to write into us to help us so that we can help you check if you have an existing account. Otherwise, you can also just try opening an account. So if you already have an account, you shouldn't be able to proceed with the account. So no harm, just feel free to open an account with us. Therefore, you would know. Okay, so that seems like the questions that we have. Now, but along the way later, if you have more questions, feel free to write into us. If we cannot answer them today, you would be receiving a follow-up email after this webinar, which we will aim to answer all your questions in this follow-up email. So fret not. Okay. So thank you all for staying until now. So this is the time where I reveal to you some exciting things that we have for you. Okay. Yes, it is almost Chinese New Year, so I hope all of you are feeling as jolly as I am. I'm certainly very looking forward to that. So as part of our intention to engage with you, to celebrate with you, we are giving out 128 Singapore dollars ang bao to you if you open an account with us, and then if you fund in a minimum trading capital of $3,000. Okay. So very simple, from now until 28th of February, so basically during this January, February festive season, if you open an account with us and you fund in a minimum of $3,000 Singapore, and you will be entitled to receive this $128 ang bao in the form of trading credits. Okay, so to participate in this, very simply, you can just scan on this QR code right here. Okay, you can scan on this QR code right here. It will lead you direct to the account opening page already. Okay, if you're at that page, do remember to indicate this campaign code 128 Ang Pao within the account opening form under the section of how do you know about PNPL. Okay, so this is where it helps us to track easier. So it will be a more seamless process whereby we see your account opening here. We know that you are opting for 128 Ang Pao. So it would more smooth for you to receive your 128 trading credits. Okay, and you will be able to find out more about this promotion or terms and conditions on our website. So the same phillipnova.com.sg, go to the website, go to promotions. There's a promotion tab up there. Go into it. There will be a dedicated page for this. Okay, you'll be able to read all the nitty-gritty details on this promotion. Okay, so do take your time to scan this QR code right here. And while you do that, I'd just like to give you a brief summary of our presentation today. Okay, so today I spoke about two main trading tools, Acuity Signal Center and Trading Central Economic Insight and Trading Central Market Bus. Okay, so I think the highlight of this maybe is somehow the Acuity Signal Center, whereby new traders, experienced traders, all of you can use this trading tool to look at individual trade signals. Okay, so let's say if you're someone who's doing your own analysis, you can use this to validate your own analysis compared to the professionals. Okay, so you find validation there. Secondly, let's say if you don't have so much time, busy with a full-time job, you just want to follow the professionals. Okay, so you can just go in there and then just follow the trade signals that you feel like. Okay, so maybe you can do your own analysis a bit and just look through if you buy what they say. If it aligns with you, okay, just feel free to, you can just place trades there, put in the volume, and you're good to go. Okay, so you can do that all the time without actively doing your own analysis. Okay, so just follow that. Do bear in mind that every trade I did that have the risk reward ratio is already taken into consideration. Okay, so you don't have to calculate your own stop loss risk reward. So just follow. It's pretty much autopilot. Okay, so they will be able to automatically close or to take profit or stop loss for you. So it's pretty easy there. Okay, and secondly, let's say if you're a fundamental analyst, okay, look at economic events a lot. So that is when the Trading Central Economic Insight comes in. Okay, with that, you are able to seamlessly look through the past performance. How did they do? How did the price impact? How did events impact the prices? And what was the volatility and all? Okay, so from there you may form your own analysis and projection also. Okay, and also Market Bus is a very cool feature whereby without going through Google and all that stuff, within MT5, within your trading platform, you are able to read all the news that's related to this particular stocks or particular forex pair already. Okay, so I hope that the session today is helpful to you. The main goal is to let you realize that MT5, we actually have affiliate MT5, we have all these extra added services or extra tools that you can download and use for free. Okay, so we hope that we encourage you to download all these tools, to experiment yourself. And more importantly, if you don't already have an account with us, scan this QR code, claim your 128 Ang Pao, and therefore, when you being a live user, you can also access the full signals on our trading center, on our Acuity Signal Center. Okay, I think with that, I'd like to thank all of you. I think you guys have been really attentive, and I really appreciate that. Thank you for attending to this session. I hope that I have delivered some great value to you. Okay, and we do hope that you can continue, have a good trading year ahead in 2023. That's more important for all of us. Okay, I wish you all the best. Do have a good lunch, and you will hear from us again in the follow-up email, whereby there will be a recording of this session. So in case if you miss anything from here, or if there are any unanswered questions, you would be able to find them in this follow-up email. Okay, with that, thank you very much. I will see you guys again. Any questions, don't feel free to reach out to us, and we would be happy to answer them. Okay, have a great lunch and have a